welcome again to my channel. My name is KARENPO and we're now reacting to ENHYPEN, and I'm really thrilled because this is the latest album that they have. So I'm catching up, as I've said last time when I've done the ENHYPEN what you call this ENHYPEN's webtoon novel on that one, which is the Blood Moon together with N Team. But now we're continue on to finish off ENHYPEN's album Manifesto Day One. It is. So before actually we're gonna react to the music video Future Perfect, but before that one, I checked out the first song before that one because the Future Perfect is the lead song in the album, which is called Manifesto Day One. So it's a new series of ENHYPEN because we know that the Day One Border is their debut up until the Dilemma, which is the last series that they have, and then this one, a new one with Manifesto, titled Manifesto. So having on the album, I haven't checked the the one thing that I didn't check is actually the description of the album, which I'm gonna check out later so I could fill up the things that need to, I think so will represent and describe the album itself. So when I check out actually the first song, which is Walk the Line, and I'm very sure that I'm familiar on that one. So I went back so I went back to the album and saw that their first song, which is basically their intro song, is actually called Intro Walk the Line, which is really good. As I've said, this is like their new series, like a new you know as I said on the Walk the Line is the new line. It's different from that one because looking into it, the Day One with the Border and Dilemma is actually connected, so it's not a separate series. So their official next series is actually this one, which is Manifesto. And you know what? I first looked into again the Border, the intro Walk the Line. The difference is actually when you first see the intro Walk the Line and then Walk the Line, the in terms of music wise it is so different because the intro Walk the Line is actually very refreshing, very cool to hear, and it's like differs on the Walk the Line, which is so heavy, and with amplify impl- my English like exemplify the the things that they want you need to focus on the Walk the Line because the the border the intro Walk the Line is actually, I keep repeating Border because it's in the Border album. So the intro Walk the Line, um, in terms of lyrics, it's actually connected. See, my dog is barking. So on holding on to that one is like the intro Walk the Line is much more like they are curious, more of exciting. They are excited to have this starting this journey without without any clue. Like they're newbies in there. It says in their one, so that's why it is their like debut album. So intro Walk the Line, and the thing is like they are going into this journey with curiosity, with excitement, but what you call this, but doesn't know anything else. It's like really when you're putting someone in the spot. I think so that one, and the difference between the Walk the Line on Manifesto is actually of in the album itself, and even on the said on the music video itself. There's a short music video of Walk the Line, which we're not gonna see because we're focused more on them. But we're discussing the first two songs, which is why we need to, get on with this one. So the Walk the Line, the difference is they actually put a line in between the Walk the Line, which signifies that they've already, because the intro Walk the Line is like they're about to go walk the line, but now they've already crossed that line, which is actually signifies that this is a new series of, and also a new chapter of themselves, and that's why it is so good. So based on that one, and really it's really good, because in terms of, but the thing is, with in terms of music production, it's so different. I thought it's much more like continue on through that vibe, but it is not, because the Walk the Line is actually it's much more of like, after you've gone through that battle, that struggles, that, you know what you call this, hardships, this is where you know go on through another year, continue on through your journey, but know from experience. So that's why it is, and that signifies the time frame of ENHYPEN, which is they've already, like, I think it's been 2 years, like two or 1.5, I'm not sure. But the thing is, of with this one, it signifies that they know a lot, but still, like, they know, because in the border, like, they the thing is they don't know anything. It's like more of learning. They're in the learning stage. This one, they've already have some experience, struggles, so they know. They're much more like the freedom of the choice. They have the choice now, and they know, like, they're not like going on through a blindfold, going through this journey blindfold, but now know they know this journey on. It's much more like, it's like they have their own on this one. But the thing is, going through that one, they also have this, what you call this, like, um this, like, aura of really, of what happens to them, is like, is much more dark. I think the thing is, like, they are like bracing what's coming, but also like looking for, like, expecting the worst. I think so. That's why it signifies the music also production on this one, Walk the Line. That's how the theme will go. And what you call this, and the thing is, surprisingly enough, I know that I've heard a different language on that one, because I've learned like a few, like a year of Japanese. So that's why I'm also familiar in that one. I've learned Japanese and Chinese in school. So that's why I'm familiar on that. So that's why it is also so good that they have Korean. I think Hee Sung is put on this one, the Walk the Line. And as we know, English is Jake, which I'm so biased with, because I'm from I'm here in Australia, so that's why it is so good to hear an English, Australian English. So that's why it is. And then the last one is actually Japanese with Nikki. I think so. It signifies on this one that they have also into this journey, they have the diversity of things, and much more like they have their own, like they know much, like they know like not much of it, like they know more of themselves than they have, you know. So that's why it is so good also that they put it up on this one, signifying that they've they've learned so much on their last journey. So that's why it is so good. And now they like more of control. The thing is that I'm looking for is actually the word control, because the day one is like, as I've said on my last videos, it's like their journey has come up with a lot of support, a lot of what you call this, more of guidance, and they have a lot of people in there that they have to go through the journey. And the thing is, in this one, I think they are much more like experienced, so that's why the control is like it's from themselves, you know. And also what you call this, as I've said, when we reacted to Dark Moon, the theme of ENHYPEN is so close. It's so close on this, on the webtoon. It is so good. It is so exciting to really, when you look into the webtoon and at the same time through their album. And now I know the whole webtoon because I finished the latest one. But the thing is, with this one, you know that it's connected to it. So, I mean, it is good. It is good. So I could really, you know, they come up on this one. So that's why I know from the Future Perfect, because I get a sneak peek on that one. That's why I need the next on this one. So hopefully on this one, the next time we've reacted to ENHYPEN is their comeback, which I don't have anything blue, which is so raw and it's so good. And the thing is, Future Perfect also signifies the time and place in the webtoon are now looking for the princess. If you don't know, you need to, spoiler alert, sorry. So that's why it is so good to have it on that one, you know. So hopefully in this Future Perfect, you know, it's as I've, you know, expect that it's connected on that one. So I'm hoping so. But I'm hoping also it will be a good song. So without further ado, let's go through the Future Perfect music video. So let's go.
거리를 give it a take, yeah. Others don't pay, yeah. Pass, 그냥 꺼져, 그냥 꺼져. 자격을 놓을 나는 없어. 네 가두리 속에 no. 바보짓을 관득했어. 이제서야 알게 됐어. Give me the mic, 이건 day one. 나의 발로 서길 원해. 아닌 걸 의미 없어. 진짜 내 목소리를 꺼내. 우리의 미래를 그려내. 함께 외쳐. 먼 날이 완료된 그 순간 함께 외쳐. 너와 나는 우리가 된 거야. 다들 손을 들어. 결국에 녹음한 days Look at me 포기할 리가 없지 오히려 thanks 지적질 넌 도와줬지 나의 민 What did they say 질문의 대답은 언제나 real 나의 발로 서길 원해 아닌 건 의미 없어 진짜 내 목소리를 꺼내 우리의 미래를 그려내
Okay, dark moon. Yes, the dark moon is still there. The dark moon is still there. Surprisingly, it is still there. But the thing is, I think it's not this one, this track. Yeah, it's not this one. It's a Paradox Invasion, the one that I'm talking about that I've seen, just connected on that one. But this one, the Future Perfect, I love how they first line on the song is actually walk the line. It's really signifying, as I've said earlier, which is so good. As I've said, it's like they're out of someone's control. I love it. I saw of that one because the thing is, it's like much more. What you call this? The looking into it, it's basically that one I'm saying earlier. It's much more like their freedom, and they know more about. It's not really more of. It's like this one is so it's not so specific, like it can really go on through that control of of other people, and also control within yourself, and that's where you know your true self, which is basically what we've always been promoting. The 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 thing is, on this one, Hype has a lot from all the different artists, has always been promoting self what you call it, self growth. That's the thing is self growth on that one. So I am so like really what you call this I think this is one track of that one of ENHYPEN, really signifying what I've talked about earlier. And also a way, it's also what you call this, from the can be also from for the haters, not from for the haters that really look into it. And the thing is, I love how airplanes for Hype has always been a way to really, it's growth, it's freedom, and also a new journey. That's the three things that I've always been seeing whenever they're using airplane on their music video. So that's why it is also a signifies more of going beyond, going also beyond the the it's like more of spreading their fans, and more of looking into uh to other extending the hands of fans all throughout the world. So that's why it is also a good thing on that one. And and what you call this, it comes through this album, it's much more darker than what it seems, from the songs that goes through with this one, with Walk the Line and Future Perfect. So that's why it for me, it's much more of like a new journey, that it's dark. Like I couldn't explain it, but it's like everything this new, everything goes down, like it is go down. So that's why it is for me. That's how I see this one. Because by the end of the album, foreshadowing, as I know, it's much more of, let me let me search on that one. See, a warning or indication, it's much more like they're bracing themselves on what's coming next. They're always, assume the worst. That's why it is the album comes on that vibe. So that's why it is so dark. They have, I think, the music and the vibe that they go through this one is dark and heavy, so that's why it is. Comes with a theme on that one. And hopefully, because on this one, It's like the first the day one, you know. So that's why it is. So I'm actually looking at the description. So that's why it is. It's also like it is a way to really, you know, what's the words I've said, like extending, you know, the word that I've used, but it's actually more of what's the word? I forgot the word. More of I couldn't remember the word that I'm looking for is actually is it's like persuade, you know, what's the name? Persuading? That's the wrong word, babe. Pers- persuade. See, that's why I know it's a different one. Persuade of really, you know, it's like more of a gathering. Persuade the many, you know. It is. So that's why it is also comes with a theme. It it says in description it reflects the band's refuse. My English for today is so, I don't know why it is, because I just came from work and have, you know, have all the things, you know. And the thing is, it is so busy at work. It is so, first time in a while I'm busy at work, so that's why my mind is not working right now. So it reflects the band's refusal of to be hindered by the chaos of the world. It's not I couldn't like band's refusal. I'm not sure to be hindered by the chaos of the world and apologetically pave their own path that will eventually connect them to the future of their generation. You know, it's like they have their own stance now, and they know what they want, what they need to do. You know, so that's what I've on look into this one. So redefines ENHYPEN's idea of connection. It's a different visual concepts DJ and M each illustrate an individual story designed to piece together as one. What is DJ and M? Three different visual concept. I I don't have like the three different. I I didn't have any like what you call this an official study of, you know, of when I'm doing the editing and stuff. So that's why it is different visual concept. Like I've come to it, but not really look into different visual concept. Let me search on that one. Elements of design, is that it? Visual concept before and after. There's three processes it says here. See, we're looking into. We need to sharpen our mind. Oh my god, it's not he. D J M. This it says he. Well, I've come to know visual design because I've studied IT, information system. I mean, but it's actually basically IT. So like we've gone through it. scale, visual hierarchy, DJM, right? DJM. Oh my god, what is that thing? Why didn't you expand on that one? Hype. Let's go through belief. Just go through belief. You know, belief why. What is DJ and M? I'm very curious on that one. So, which ever evolving music performance and visual as their source of power, you know, which is also good. This is like a different, what's it called, different, different vibe that I've usually see on ENHYPEN, which is so good. They try new kind of music, and also in terms of the concept, the designs, and it's so different from what they've been using. So it's really good. It's a new fresh kind of look for ENHYPEN, which is so good. And I think that's it for today. And I couldn't add much because I've talked a lot in the first part of this video, and mostly explaining what I've thought of the album, basically the whole album and this music video. So don't forget to also like the video if you like this, and also comment down below what you think on Future Perfect also, and basically the whole album of ENHYPEN, which is Manifesto Day 1, which is they're like the last latest that they've had album on that one. So it's really good to be able to be on the track, you know. It's so I'm so excited. So also if you want to check out my other videos, miss out on my other videos of ENHYPEN, there's a playlist there that's specifically for ENHYPEN, and it's titled as, I forgot what it is, and it's looking into ENHYPEN. That's the album says on my channel. Please check it out, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And that's it for today, and I see you for the next video. Bye bye.